It was just after midnight when Daniel arrived at an old motel in the middle of nowhere. Rain poured from the sky, and the road behind him had disappeared into darkness. The motel owner looked nervous as he handed Daniel the key. "Room 13, he whispered. "If you hear knocking after 3 a.m., don't open the door." Daniel laughed. "Ghost stories? Really?" The old man didn't smile. "I've buried too many people to joke about this." Daniel entered room 13. The room smelled of old wood and dust. Everything looked normal, except for one thing. There was no mirror, only an empty space where a mirror should have been. He shrugged, locked the door, and went to sleep. At exactly 3 a.m. knock. 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 Daniel slowly opened his eyes. Someone was outside. A soft voice whispered, "Please, help me." He walked toward the door. Just as his hand touched the doorknob, the motel owner's warning echoed inside his head. "Don't open the door." He stepped back. The knocking stopped. Silence. Then, a child's laughter echoed beneath the bed. Daniel froze. Very slowly. He looked down. Nothing. But then, two glowing white eyes opened in the darkness. They were staring directly at him. The lights suddenly went out. Complete darkness. Daniel grabbed his flashlight. The beam shook in his trembling hand. The room was empty. The eyes were gone. Then he noticed muddy footprints. They weren't leading into the room. They were leading out of the closet. The closet door slowly creaked open by itself. Inside stood a little girl wearing a soaking wet white dress. Her face was hidden by long black hair. She whispered, "Did you open the door?" Daniel couldn't answer. She slowly raised her head. There was no face, only endless darkness. Then she smiled. A smile full of razor-sharp teeth. Daniel ran. He pulled the room door open and sprinted into the hallway. Every room was empty. Every light flickered. Every door slowly opened at the same time. Inside each room, people stood motionless. Their faces were pale. Their eyes were completely black. Together they whispered, "You let her in." The hallway stretched longer and longer. The exit disappeared. No matter how fast Daniel ran, he never reached the end. Suddenly, he woke up. Morning sunlight filled room 13. It had all been a nightmare. Relieved, he packed his bag and checked out. The motel owner stared at him in silence. "You survived." Daniel smiled. "I told you, there are no ghosts." The old man looked confused. Then he slowly asked, "If you survived, who is standing behind you?" Daniel felt an icy breath touch his neck. He turned around. The little girl smiled. This time, she had Daniel's face. The motel owner screamed. The lights went out. When they came back, both of them had vanished. Years later, travelers still stop at that lonely motel. The owner is gone. Room 13 remains locked. But every night, at exactly 3 a.m., someone knocks 3 times. And if anyone opens the door, a new guest checks into room 13.